everybody.
Welcome to this weekend's children's sermon. The story for tomorrow morning during worship is the story of Doubting Thomas. So Catherine's going to read that from our Spark Bible. It starts on page 492 if you want to pause the video and get your Bible to read along.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Catherine.
The disciples were hiding in a house that the night Jesus rose from the dead. They were afraid. Bam! They locked all the doors. Jesus came and stood by them. "Peace be with you," said the disciples, looked up in surprise. Jesus showed them his hands and his side, so they would know it was him. The disciples were very happy again. Jesus said, "Peace be with you. God has sent me to you. Now it's your turn to go. Tell the rest of the world about me." Jesus breathed on them in a very special way. He said, "With this breath, I will always be in your hearts, even if I'm in heaven. You know I've power to do things I've asked you to do." Thomas was the only disciple not there that night. When he got back, the others excitedly told him about Jesus' visit. "I don't believe you," Thomas said. "I believe when I can touch Jesus' wounds." A week later, Thomas and the other disciples were in the same house as Jesus came again and stood with them. "Peace be with you," he said to them. "Thomas, Jesus' command, come here, give me your hands, put a finger on my wound, in my hand, put your hand by the wound on my side. Do not doubt anymore. It's time for you to believe." Thomas's eyes popped. "The Lord and my God," he exclaimed. Jesus answered him, "You believe because I'm here with you and you've seen me. Think of those who haven't seen me, but believe in me anyway. You should believe even if you cannot see it for yourself."
Thank you, Catherine. So that's the story of what some people call Doubting Thomas. And today, what I want to talk with you a little bit about is one of the things that happens in the story is that the first night, Jesus appears to the disciples and he says, "Peace be with you." And then he comes back later and says, "Peace be with you" again when Thomas is with them. And he shows them his hands and his side, the wounds from the cross. And he wants them to know that it's him. And so then he also says, "Peace be with you." And so one of the things that I want to talk about, it's because I miss this in worship. In church on Sunday mornings, we share the peace of Christ, the peace that Jesus gives us, and we shake hands or we give a hug. And so one of the things that I'm really missing right now is passing the peace with everybody. And so what I want to invite you to do is to share, maybe make a sign that says what, Catherine?
"Peace be with you."
Yeah. Or you can make a little sign like this. What's that?
It's a peace sign.
It's a peace sign. To make a little sign like that you can take a picture of, have your mom or dad or grandma or grandpa take a picture of it, the whole family or just you, and then email it to me or text it to me, send it to me so that we can use those on Sunday mornings during worship so that we can see other people in the congregation when we pass the peace. I miss being able to do that with you, and I can't wait until we get to pass Christ's peace again. But until we do, send us those pictures, and that remember that even like the disciples, the doors were locked and Jesus still got in. Jesus still was there and shared his peace with them. That Jesus' peace can be with us even when we're in our own homes and when we're in our own houses and can't be together. So remember, Jesus' peace is with you always. See you guys next time.